Hey beans! Hello, thank you for tuning in. I just wanted to do a quick update / announcement / thank you video and answer some questions that have been coming in on social media. A lot of people have been asking when the next flip chart is coming out, and hopefully soon. So ages ago I said that I'm going to make the third when you're listening to music and it makes you hungry flip chart. I asked you guys for your input and so many of you came back to me and gave me suggestions, and I really appreciated that. So a lot of them I've been able to... I just hit a thing there, don't worry about it, we don't need it. It's just a thing in the cupboard. I film in a cupboard. This is a duvet cover. So the flip chart is basically finished. In fact, by the time you watch this video, I should have finished making it, which is so exciting. But the problem is I need to film it. Now, what I'm filming on right now is great for when you're in a cupboard. Did I mention this is a cupboard? I film in a cupboard. But when I want to film something at the depth of the flip chart, then I want something that's a little bit better. So at the moment, now we're just trying to work out the safest way to film that for really nice quality so that you can watch it at home and enjoy it. So patience, it is coming. It's nearly there. It's so heavy, by the way. Next, we're going on to the 5K TS. That's the £5,000 t-shirt that I talked about in a previous video. So I'm trying to raise £5,000 for WaterAid. And the way that I did that is I've divided a plain white t-shirt into 500 little squares. They're 3.5 centimeters by 3.5 centimeters. And we're halfway there. So that's over £2,500 raised for WaterAid so far. We've just hit the back of the t-shirt. I'm going to be chucking up photos in social media, so find them on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you follow me, so you can get a closer look at the t-shirt. And if you've bought a square or several squares on there, thank you so much, and go and find yours, tag yourself in it, share it with your friends. I really appreciate it. I've had a lot of fun doing this, so thank you very much. A lot of people have been asking about the tour, because I was meant to be going on my first proper official tour this year. It technically did start in Melbourne and Adelaide in January and obviously stopped there. Bummer. Yeah, it got moved until later this year, but fortunately, just from the lay of the land and the way things are going, I don't really feel comfortable going ahead with the tour later this year either. I know we might be allowed back in theatres and stuff, but I just want everyone to feel safe and know that it's okay to be in an enclosed space with other people. And so myself and my tour producer and my agent all made the decision that it would be better off to move the tour to 2021 and onwards. If you do have tickets, by the way, your venue should contact you. If you don't have tickets, but you would like to be alerted when tickets become available and the tour is 100% for sure going ahead, then I've got good news for you. Go over to beckhillcomedian.com or beachhillcomedian.com, and if you go to the tour and gigs page, you can actually put in the place that you live or some other place. I don't know, maybe there's another place you can get to at some point, and pop in your email address, and basically as soon as I add a gig in that city or county or country even, you'll get a little email letting you know that you can go and buy tickets. If you're in a city or a country or whatever where you'd really love the tour to come to, sign up for it, pop your details in there, because the more people that I see want me to visit that place, then the easier it is to take that information and go to venues and be like, oh hey, all these people in Toronto want me to come to Canada. And they'd be like, oh, these are good numbers, Beck. We will book you straight away. And then I'm like, mwah. And then later in Toronto, we're like, glug, 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 glug. My phone is tipping. And if you're watching this video and you're like, I like it, but I'd prefer it if I couldn't see her, but I got more of that nasal Australian accent, then you're in luck, because I host 4 podcasts. That's right, 4 podcasts. So the first one I want to recommend, of course, is the Concessions podcast. There's only 6 episodes plus a special bonus episode. It's hosted by myself and Matt Heighton, who edits these videos. We basically go to Comic-Cons when there isn't a pandemic, and we interview all of your favorite celebrities basically about all of the cool stuff that they've done. Matt will stick some photos in here, I imagine. Do some pictures or something. If you are more into comedy podcasts, then you must subscribe to Because You Watched. It's a podcast that I host with producer Rory, and comedians come to us and pitch TV show and movie ideas which would never get picked up in real life. And it's a real hoot. We've got some great guests on there. Soon we've got Adam Hills coming out. It's a really fun one, that one, because he's calling all the way from my home country. So yeah, check it out, Because You Watched. Make sure you go and subscribe to that. If you're more into educational podcasts, but you still like a bit of comedy, check out the Design Spark podcast. It's coming out every Monday at the moment. It's hosted by myself, Professor Lucy Rogers, and Harriet Brain. And we look at all of the different cool science and technology that's coming out right now and discuss the ways that it could affect the future and perhaps where it came from in the past. There's loads of jokes. It's incredibly well produced. So go and check that out. That's the Design Spark podcast. And finally, if you're the curious type who is often asking dumb questions like, where are shoe sizes from and how much pizza is too much pizza, you should check out A Problem Squared, which I host with the comedian and mathematician Matt Parker. You might remember him from Numberphile or Stand Up Maths on YouTube or the Festival of the Spoken Nerd. Basically, people come to us with various problems, either mathematical or life, and we try and solve them. It's a really fun podcast to do. You should check it out. That's A Problem Squared. And that brings me on to my final thing. I want to thank everyone who has donated to my Ko-fi, I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it Ko-fi or Ko-fi? So yeah, I just wanted to thank everyone who's been donating to that account. It doesn't go to waste, it gets recycled, it goes back into creating content for you guys. I don't think enough people donated for me to dance any longer than that. I'll tell you what, if you donate, then every time I make a video like this, I will dance for the length of time it takes for those donators to roll across the bottom. So, it's in your hands. I think that's it. I think I've covered everything.